Sorry. My face. I'm trying to process. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's me, Rosalie. Welcome to the Ultimate World Music Reaction channel. I got lots of new stuff for you guys. I am excited because today we're finally checking out 21 Pilots. I want to check out their song, Car Radio. I wasn't sure what to react to first because several of you have been asking for me to check out 21 Pilots. Shout out today goes to Yabazaba, one of my awesome patrons and supporters. Thank you so much for being part of this community and such an awesome supporter and just a proud member of the Ride or Dies. What I see so far is that there's only two members in that band, Tyler on vocals, piano, and bass, and Josh on the drums. They've been playing since 2011. And I was told to check out Car Radio because it's great for this channel when it comes to lyrics and depth. So that is what I'm going to do. 21 Pilots, Car Radio. Now, I don't know what to expect. When I heard a few of you guys suggesting Car Radio, I thought I knew it. Because I feel like I've heard a song or two of a band called 21 Pilots, unless I'm confusing them with someone else. But I don't know, because when I found out there's only two members, I'm like, I'm not sure. And several of you who love NF, who love music like that, seem to like their music as well, from a musical standpoint, from the lyrics. So we're going to find out. We're going to check out Car Radio. This has over 288 million views. Sheesh. 288 million views. What? Look, I look like I have an antenna on my head. This is how crazy this is. Let's check it out.
I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Sometimes quiet is violent. I find it hard to hide it. My pride is no longer inside. It's on my sleeve, my skin will scream, reminding me of who I killed inside my dream. I hate this car that I'm driving. There's no hiding for me. I'm forced to deal with what I feel. There is no distraction to mask what is real. I could pull the steering wheel. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence.
I got to process. I'm probably just going to listen to most of this because it's taking me a second to process where to even put this in my mind. We're all about music and psychology, as you know. And so the way that this song composition started, it had this catchy beat and the piano composition, the notes that are being used here, it set a cool tone, right? Now with the drums kicking in, like dope drumming skills. And then him doing this almost spoken word rap like, very psychological, right? It sounds somber, somewhat depressed, reflective. 288 million views. I could see many people relating to a lot of what he's saying here. And we won't talk about the lyrics yet, but I'm still trying to process, so bear with me if I comment more towards the end.
Ponder of something terrifying, cause this time there's no sound to hide. Don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. There are things we can do, but from the things that work there are only two, and from the two that we choose to do, peace will win and fear will lose. There's faith and there's sleep. We need to pick one, please, because faith is to be awake, and to be awake is for us to think, and for us to think is to be alive. And I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence.
face. I'm trying to process.
I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire, my time today. I have these thoughts so often I ought to replace that slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence.
Snap. Did he just like drop and fall off and die? Like, is this an idea of then the end, you know? We have those thoughts, faith versus sleep until we die. Dang. Okay, my brain is trying to process. I'm not sure. So Tyler is the name of the guy on the vocals, right? Piano bass. So it felt like this spoken word rap, right? At first. Then it got more rap. And I see why, rap. I see why those of you who love NF and Ren and those, artists would appreciate 21 Pilots. The language arts, the English literary arts used here, the rhymes and the poetry and the elements, we're not going to take apart all the lyrics and go into what all was done here, where there are metaphors, analogies, and similes, and acronyms and such. But there was a lot of poetry, and so that was impressive. And the rap just got increasingly more impressive to me, right? Faster in flow, the cadences, the bars. And then that scream, and it got almost rock-like, right? Which was really neat. It's cool to see how even with the different genres, there's subgenres, right? You have those who have mixed the rap with the rock, and who mix the orchestra with the rock, and who mix the rap with the soul, the hip hop with the, I don't even know, schmoll. I'm kidding. I've just made up a new music genre. But it's so unique how you can do so much with art. And so how it got rock turned into rock at the end was pretty cool. The way that the composition of this song built from fairly straightforward with piano and drums, and that build up to then full on turning like this dope track with elements of EDM, that would be totally car radio worthy, right? Jamming out as you're driving, singing about not having a car radio and sitting in silence. To me, the overall idea here, the German just came out, is this idea of that battle in our mind, the battlefield of our mind. That's me, subjective, my interpretations here. We're alive, right? Our lungs are filling and deflating. We got this fire. We're exhaling desire. It almost gave this idea of someone who's struggling with, could it be intrusive thoughts? Could it be depression, anxiety? Sometimes quiet is violent, right? This idea, maybe this ode to the fact that we live in a time, especially now with car radios, with a lot of sound around. We have this ability nowadays to stay distracted and fill our minds left and right, be it in the car, be it at home. We can ask Alexa and Siri. We can speak and get our request met, right? Play this, order this, whatever. We can have podcasts. We can listen to, again, radio, TV, YouTube galore, right? We can swipe, and it's just getting faster and faster, where the shorts and the reels get shorter, where you can just now sit there mindlessly for hours swiping from one thing to the next, and YouTube and the algorithm feeds you what they think you like based on your history or what they're hearing, right? You get these ads. We're overstimulated and we are hungry. We're exhausted. And so this idea of lungs filling and deflating, this scream fitting to that rock towards the end, this scream for, I think, of people that are looking for meaning, that are pondering life, that have these thoughts, that are struggling, to replace that slot with what I once bought, right? That car radio that he once had. Now somebody stole it, and now you have to sit in silence. And when you sit in silence, you're forced to deal with the struggles, with the demons in your mind, for the lack of better word, right? And we don't do that very much. I mean, they even say that being bored is good, right? We tell kids that sometimes. Boredom is good because it allows your brain to have to be creative. When you're always watching something, you're being told what to do. You're being told what to picture, what to imagine, because you see it all in videos and you hear it. But when you're bored, you actually allow your brain to do the work, to come up with ideas and to be creative. And a lot of that intelligence, a lot of that scholarly brilliance that we have from scientists, musicians, poets of old, almost feels like it's going extinct sometimes, until you come across artists like Ren and NF and these guys, where you see, wow, okay, these are people that are trying to still create art, that are still trying to deal with heavy topics, that are putting poetry with music, right? And there's amazing artists still around even today, right? It's not gone extinct, but our society, especially here in the West, does seem to become more and more mindless. And there's a need for us to sit in silence, I believe, absolutely, and to ponder the great things and to deal with some of these thoughts. So I feel like a very relevant group, very relevant topic that they're discussing here. I thought it was pretty neat, and it got better and better. I didn't know what to expect at all, and it just got better and better with the way that the song was progressing. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo!